I also want to take a second to talk about free traffic versus paid traffic.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
Everyone is obsessed with SEO, social media, free traffic, right? And I'm obsessed with it too. I love it. I really love it. I make money with it all the time, every day. My business wouldn't be around if that part of the business wasn't available. It's the great equalizer, because you're a small brand, you need free marketing, right? You can't always afford to pay, but there's something magical about paying. And here's what it is, and I really want you to embrace this and kind of put it on your roadmap. It doesn't have to be the first thing you try, but put it on your roadmap to start experimenting. And that's what I want you to do. Is when, let's say you you sell something for $5. Let's say you spend like $4 advertising. You make that $5 sale and you keep the $5, okay? Just made a profit, okay? Now, well, in this example, we'll say that your product creation is zero, right? The product creation cost is zero. Let's say it's a digital product, okay? Let's say we'll keep the example simple. I just want to drive this point home about paid advertising. Okay, you paid you got out 5. Okay, you put this $5 back into paying, right? You'll sell a little bit more, right? And it's immediate. For SEO, social media, you kind of have to wait and to build up those platforms and to wait months and months for traffic to come from SEO. But that same day, you pay, you make money. You pay more, you make more money. You pay more, you make more money. It's a magic cycle. And you can pay like advertising on AdWords in Google, billions of people. Advertising on Facebook, over 1 billion people, right? You can make $1 billion company just with this. You really can. And many companies that are $1 billion companies did it just like this. I mean, this was probably it's often one of the main things is they find a place where it's cheap enough to advertise and effective enough to drive sales. And when that combination happens, it's cheap enough and effective enough, then you just press the throttle on it, right? And it takes some experimentation. So in the first couple of tries, you're not going to get it right. You're probably going to lose a little money. But that experimentation eventually will get you to a green pasture where you got a good niche, where you found how to advertise there in a way that is cheap enough and drives sales enough that it's profitable to advertise. So that you're paying, but actually you're paying to make money. You know that you're paying, you're not losing money. So in the beginning you're losing money, but what you want to get to is kind of get to that green pasture where when you pay, you get more. You put some money in, you get more money out, almost like ATM or something like that, right? And usually once you found something like that, usually you can really press the gas on it. Another thing that you can do, and a lot of really smart companies do this, and actually this is often how they become very big. And I'll give an example. Did you guys know about this game, Candy Crush, right? So do you know that how they advertise their free game? Their free game, and they advertise, and this is a great example, by the way. They advertise on many, many, many other games, right? So they don't actually make money even. They don't even make money from their ads immediately. They don't do it immediately. But the reason they advertise everywhere is that people will download their game at a very high rate, right? Because they unnaturally influence the download rate. And that gets them to rank in the app stores above most of their competitors. And they're on all kinds of #1 game lists. They're a ridiculous game, but everyone's tried it because they're right on top of the very best game lists all the time. How did they get there? By having incredible search signals, right? They give off these incredible search engine signals, and the main signal is the download rate. Okay? So a lot of people get their game. And so they propagate themselves with the ads, they propagate themselves up in the search rankings of app stores, and they get a ton of downloads. Then what happens? So they don't do this for a profit, they do this at a loss. But then they're on top of search and category rankings for all app stores. and they get just a flood of organic downloads. So they're actually, so in some platforms like mobile app stores, like Amazon, paying for the ads, even if you're doing it at a loss, it's like, think about it as investing in your SEO. Because once you're the number one thing there, because the rate of download or purchase is going to propel you up in the rankings. Once you're the number one, best-selling book or best-selling game, you just get a flood of buying happening, and it makes the money back from all the ads you ever spent. Even if the ads pay like 50 cents on the dollar that you spend, even if they lose you money, if they get you to rank well, you'll make the money back, and you'll suffocate your competitors as well, because they're not going to be number one. You will be, right? So this is really the super kung fu of advertising, where it can make you money by itself, or it can actually be your SEO on many platforms like Amazon and things like that. So it's something really, really fascinating to think about.